All right, so I think I'm recording. Take a look at our last problem here. They want us to simplify this product. We have a first factor that is the square root of 3 plus the square root of 2 times the second factor, negative 4 times the square root of 3 plus the square root of 5. We have a binomial times a binomial. And I suggest that you do that in the form of a table. A table is a nice organized way to apply the distributive property. So we want to take this square root 3 and the square root 2 and either write it along the side or across the top. It doesn't matter which. So if I write this first one across on the side, then I write this next one across the top. And so I want to multiply these things together. So when you have a number in front of the radical, why they get multiplied together, a 1 times a negative 4 is a negative 4. And we've seen that when you have a square root times a square root, that you can put it underneath one radical, and that the square root of 3 times the square root of 3, hey, that's the square root of 9. So I know that this is just the number 3. And I know that negative 4 times a positive 3 is negative 12. So if you multiply these two together, you get negative 12. Let's move on to the second box over here. The square root of 3 times the square root of 5, we can put that underneath one radical. And we can't simplify that like we did the previous one. So this is just the square root of 15. What about down here? Well, outside of the radical, we have positive 1 times a negative 4, which is negative 4. And underneath, I can write this as one radical. I have the square root of 2 times the square root of 3. And we know that 2 times 3, you don't have a pair, and that 2 times 3 is 6. So we have negative 4 times the square root of 6. What about over here? Well, we have 1's out in front, or at least the 1's are implied, and 1 times 1 is 1. And we can write the square root of 2 times the square root of 5 underneath a single radical. And we don't have a pair, so we just see that we don't have to write 1 time. We can put the 1 there if we want to. Square root of 10. So now that we have our table, the entries in our table, what we want to do is add these together. So let's do it over here off to the side. In this first box, this product, we simplified it to be negative 12. And in the second box, it's the square root of 15. And in this third box over here, well, since it has a negative sign, rather than writing 4 plus a negative number, I'm just going to write minus 4 times the square root of 6. And then here, we're adding the square root of 10, because 1 times the square root of 10, we just get the square root of 10. So these are unlike terms, and we can't combine them. So this is our final answer. Ask me any questions as needed. Take time to study, because on that quiz, you want to do well. I will talk to you later. Bye.